Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Angel Insight. My name is Michelle Christidis. Come on into this beautiful timeless oracle. As we always do on this channel, we're going to lay down the framework a little bit before we get started. So, when I was handed this message, first of all, we've got a couple angel numbers coming up. Angel number 333. We have the frequency 369 coming in and also angel number 999. So whatever's grabbing you, talking to you, do me a solid. Go ahead and find that angel number, find what resonates, and share it here in the comments if you don't mind. If you think about it, okay, that'd be great so that others can see what you're being drawn to. Let's just take a moment to take a deep breath and release and get into this beautiful oracle. So, as I settled into your oracle, first of all, I was shown a collective, a show and tell, which means I'm being shown some things, hearing some things, feeling some things. So, this is exactly what came through. It all started with a little bit of hip pain, some uncomfortableness between the hips. I could feel energies penetrating my eyes and going down the back side and a twinge in the neck, and what felt like an expansion across my chest as well as across the third eye. And then what felt like something being pulled off my chest. It was a sensation that a weight was being lifted off my shoulders, and I was getting taller. So this was the energy. When you come into this, when you find this at the right time, these are the energies that are speaking, okay? And then we got the channeled message. When the road rises to meet you and greet you, take note. Walk your walk, talk your talk. I knew that we were going to be doing some key holders, unlock your mission. The picture has this vintage key, and it's important to point out, as everything comes in with purpose for you, that this particular key was sold out, meaning that nobody else can get this key, okay? These keys to this lock. And it's for indoor use only, meaning it unlocks something within you. All right. I also heard the sound. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. So this is truly a very beautiful song, and it comes to this particular collective, which is stepping into their mission. Okay. And if you found this, we're talking to you. We're talking to you. We're going to be creating a structure of power, creation, and manifestation. Let's go ahead and get into it. Don't forget to share angel number 333, angel number 999. Look at this, 333 on the clock. So maybe that was for you. Whatever resonates, and share in the comments because there's so many different meanings. What's catching you? Now, I did do a pre-shuffle ahead of time. We're going to be using my animal spirit cards, okay, that dragon eye. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about your spark. We're talking about your creation, okay? This has to do with everything that you're receiving and creating here on your mission. And it seems like it's pretty exclusive, very unique and individualized. So when I did a pre-shuffle, I got the Cobra. Look at this card. We've got, this is the element of fire, okay? And normally when the Cobra, okay, what's coming right away is the Cobra, you know, they play that music, near, 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 and it puts this Cobra in a trance and it causes it to rise, right? So I love this because we have this frequency of 369. We're really kind of talking about the frequency, which is all about Nikola Tesla. It's a very interesting frequency, and they do say that the frequency 369 literally unlocks the secrets of the universe. So we're starting, the Cobra talks about the teacher within. Okay. It talks about the emergence of the teacher within. So we're going to do some shuffles together. We're going to do 8 shuffles. We're going to do 12 cards together. And we're going to build the different structures of power, of creation, and of manifestation. And literally, we're building all together what the house of the rising sun looks like. So this is something new. This is something new coming in for you folks, okay? And so as we talk about, I'm going to read the Cobra because I think it puts it in like you're going to be learning something new. I have a sense that you've been doing different things, and it's like in a way you already may, or what's coming through right now is this feeling of being paused, okay? And this feeling of being paused. So I think it'll be really good to share. I want to do a shout out to Sean. Thank you for this beautiful oracle. She sent it to me. If you would like to send me oracle to be used on this channel, I'd be grateful, as well as any PayPal, Cash App. All the links are below. Okay. So the Cobra. Look at this. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The Cobra represents the teacher or the spiritual, represents a teacher or a spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So when this Cobra is in balance, what we're feeling is like we're a student of life. We're humble. We're wise. When it's out of balance, it's kind of like coming from ego, know it all. And to bring it into balance, taking a class or doing some self study. So, this is where we're starting. This is where we are now. But we have an evolutionary process going on with you. Let's go ahead, and it's aligning you with your abundance. It's unlocking this, especially for you. I have a sense that this is pretty incredible. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Yeah, you traverse worlds. You're definitely a spiritual worker. I feel that already. What's really cool is not only you're a spiritual worker, what I'm feeling right now is you're a very heart balanced spiritual worker. I've got major goosebumps on top of the goosebumps. And so your heart chakra is very dominant in your work. You're very heart centered. And it doesn't mean you don't get out of whack, okay? But it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's just automatically part of who you are, okay? Yeah. It's like you've been paused, but there is this cleansing going on, and this is a collective message. So it feels like this is happening for a collective. There is a cleansing going on. There's a washing. Look at this. Like the rain is doing the cleansing, and it's just like the frog is just paused. It's just automatically happening. Spirit has your back. So it's a matter, like, you were led here just to give you information, because I have a sense that you've gone through lots of different activations. Yeah. Here we've got the mouse. You pay attention to details. You're quite sensitive. But look at how we're missing a little. Yeah, see, look at all these energies. You are an energy worker, a grid worker, a seer. Um, and this mouse is all about cleanliness. Okay. Like that is what the mouse is really all about. It's one of the cleanest animals. It knows that it's highly hunted, and it uses its tail. So it's interesting. The tail has got like a little bit of a miss here. And it's like we're getting to that tail end. We're getting to this tail end of this transformation process, this cleansing that's happening. Okay. There is A house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. This is beautiful. Look at this phoenix. Feel that energy of the felix. Feel the alchemy that's centered here. Okay. And in my mind's eye, when I was getting ready for you, see how we've got the red and then the orange and the yellow? What we're really doing though is imagining the yellow, the orange, and the red. We're kind of turning things upside down. Y'all turning things upside down by unlocking and moving into your mission. You are literally helping to change, like literally change things upside down, which is amazing. Yeah, look at that. You're part of a pack, you're part of this collective. And what I love about this energy is it's like front and center. Hopefully this is resonating with you, okay? And this particular wolf is not calling out for its tribe, but maybe what is necessary and why you were brought here is that you're part of a tribe. You're not alone. You've been working on different facets. This is a special collective, but you're all individualized, of course. But that is like the sum of its parts. And this is what I'm feeling, and this is what I'm definitely feeling like. And I want to set into it because I'm getting like I'm asking myself, superheroes. So like the League of Justice. It's like it's definitely got a leader, but it's like all the heroes work together. They all have their secret powers, and no one hero is lacking in any way because it's like as a team they're better. Okay, as a team they're better, and this is the energy that I'm definitely feeling here with you. Yeah, the blue whale. You've got lots of wisdom. It's rising to the surface. And the whales, they travel in pods. This feels very important to let you know as I'm reiterating the fact that you're part of a team. You may not know that right now. It may not be evident, but it's because of that special sauce, that individuality. And look at how the unicorns, they touch the earth and they heal the earth. This is just it feels so incredible, actually. No pun intended, because I'm laughing because I'm thinking of The Incredibles. Okay, but that's what it definitely feels like. Okay, it definitely feels like that. Yeah, it's all about getting in the flow, and it's right away. It's right away. I'm going to Finding Nemo and the turtles. They're in that. What do they call it? The IGC. I'm probably saying it wrong, but the current, they don't have to put any effort, okay? And it's like, look at all the water. It might be hard to see, but it's like, can you just get in the current? Hey, what's up? Look at you coming on, the unicorn. Welcome, welcome. We're just kind of shuffling in this energy. Powerful oracle here. Did I do 8? Yeah, I did 8. So I love that on bottom we've cut to the octopus. Now, this is actually speaking to me in a lot of different ways. Okay. But we're going to look into the octopus speaks a specific message every time I go into it. But let's go ahead and just grab the deck and look at the intention of the person who created this oracle because it really is about that. Now, a couple things about the octopus. Now, first of all, they're so unique, right? Oh my gosh. They are escape artists. They can get out of anything. They're extremely smart. A lot of people don't know, little fun fact, they have 3 hearts. Okay? So, 3 hearts. So, oh God, I just feel it so strongly that you're on the master path, that you're part of this really bigger team, and when you align to this team, you will feel you will feel the essence because right under here is that zebra, and Sometimes when I see the next card, and when I saw this card, it came immediately, and I wanted to share it with you as I'm looking for the octopus. Okay. Um, what came right away was that movie with the lion. Oh my gosh, what is it called? Um, Jamie Foxx is in it, I believe. It's the lion and the hippopotamus and Madagascar. Okay, Madagascar. And as soon as I saw this, which was right underneath. Okay, that octopus was right underneath, and it was like, I finally have found my people. That's what I heard. I have finally found my people, this wanting to belong. Okay. And it's like this octopus with these arms going, with your intelligence and with your confidence intact. That's what feels so important. It's like it's like you can work magic. And I'm hearing quantum. Let me know if this is resonating. Are you a quantum healer? It's something that you're building, um, work on all timelines. I'm definitely feeling that. So let's look at this octopus: reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. Now, before I read this, I will say that the octopus always represents this energy, um, that I've picked up a lot over the years, and it has led to the sacred heart healing. It's like this feeling of separation. What I'm trying to say is these three compartments, right? There's this division within ourselves, and this has to do with some sort of trauma. Now, it can be ancestral, it can be your own, it can be like many lifetimes. And so it is a trauma. And this trauma in itself has created its own entity with entity and identification within you. And this has been something I feel very connected to and have experienced. It's very tough. It leads to a lot of anxiety, and so it's like, because what it does is it affects the mental body. Okay. So this is traditionally. So let's see what this particular author is. But this is the energy that I was feeling. And I can actually feel it a little bit. Like there's this anxiety. Like, is this ever going to happen for me? Am I ever going to move forward? Why do I feel um, stuck? Okay, so let's see. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind. Look at how it's iridescent. Look at how the color there. Paired with the lack of healthy boundaries. Hold on. The octopus signifies a wonderfully perceptive mind paired with a lack of healthy boundaries. Unfortunately, this results in well intended but messy relationships. The octopus entwines itself into other people's business and shares their own without restraint. They believe that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone that you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of the octopus is at play. Begin to establish healthy boundaries. Be patient and firm. It may be a very old habit to change. So that's an interesting framework. Now, when this is out of balance, when the octopus is in balance, and this is the underwrite for the whole reading. Okay, so that's where we're going here. You're feeling interested, engaged, intelligent. When you're out of balance, you're feeling needy, clingy, lacking courage. That's that anxiety I was talking about. To bring into balance, space to oneself, talk therapy. How interesting. I love that because I am a huge talker. And in fact, one of the things that happens, it drives my kids nuts when I get upset, which I ultimately always feel kind of guilty and shameful when I do. It's so interesting. So I have to talk it out. I don't know why I'm mentioning that. Maybe you can identify with that. All right, let's go ahead and start looking at. I want to pull you guys down for this oracle. We are going to come back to the oracle, but we're only going to do it on the fourth card. Okay, what I mean by that is I'm going to bring you down here for a minute. We're going to do 4 cards. In this first row, we're going to do 3 rows. 1, 2, 3, because what's happening is we're getting taller. Okay. We're releasing the weight off the shoulders and we're getting taller. And that's because we found our mojo, right? We found our space. So here we go. The very first thing that we're going to do is the structure of power. Okay. So first we have the swan. And right away, I see that twin within. And this feels very connected to this octopus energy. Okay. Because the swan, if you think of the story of the swan, it's like the ugly duckling. It's like it doesn't see where it fits in. And this story is definitely feeling representative. And then, the ugly duckling finds its family, it finds its people, and it's like, wow, I finally fit in, and it feels in balance. And this feels so important to your structure. Wow. Here we are in the structure of your power, the golden egg. You have definitely have something about to crack open for you. This is I'm feeling it. It's like I'm feeling the chicken sitting on it. Why is it a chicken? I don't know. I love that iridescence of spirit. Spirit is bringing this in for you. And look at this is filled with opulence. This is fast moving energy. I feel like this is that new thing that you're going to learn about. It comes from that alchemy in this pattern. If you're not familiar with this pattern, this is a very ancient pattern that's all about going through. It's actually many people meditate to it for prosperity and abundance. So here we go. We said we're unlocking, something is unlocking within you. And whatever's unlocking is individualized. It obviously leads to this alchemy to find this balance and to find your place in the world. And it feels like this is not only a power structure for you, but it feels like as you find yourself, you can assist others to do the same. Wow, so beautiful. Now we have the moth here. Okay. And right away, immediately, it's like I could feel this pull to the light. The moth pulls to the light. And so what I want to share with you though is that you want to pull instead of push. This seems for the structure of your power, the structure of your power, it's like get that balance, that emotional stability, okay? Create this alchemy potentially in that mental space, my friends, which the quality of your mental body, the quality of your mental body actually is in direct proportion to your divine masculine energy. Now, your divine masculine energy is your seat of action. It is your power. It is the steps that you take. Okay. So, have you previously, have you previously been pushing and pushing? Are you one of those? And I identify with this totally. Are you one of those people that if they said, hey, you can't fit a square peg in a round hole, and you would say, let me show you? Okay. And that's because of how smart you are and that you think things differently. All right. But what we're talking about here, the seed of your power is not to push. It shouldn't be something that you need to do, something that you have to push to do. It's something that you pull and magnetize to you, which is why we have that frequency, Nikola Tesla 369, really initiating that power, holding that space of your heart chakra. And isn't it interesting? I'm getting this, I'm getting to tell you that the heart chakra, your heart chakra is so powerful that if it can light a light bulb, it can extend electricity, um, an electric like circle around you up to 3 feet. Okay. And it's like this is kind of like a source of your superhero powers, is that it unlocks here. Okay? Let's look at this fourth card, which is what we're going to. It's the hawk. Okay? So here we go. We got this fast moving energy. Spirit wanted me to read the hawk. We've read the hawk before, but let's get familiar. Okay. You know what? Why do these oracles? I love this oracle. I do. But some of these oracles, I'm probably going to create an oracle. I've already started. I'm going to put a table of contents in there. All right, here we go with the hawk. Watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. The keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, we're talking about the structure of your power, my friends. We're talking about your mission, my friends. We're talking about unlocking something within you, okay? When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. Holy goosebumps. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. Wow. What were we saying? We were saying that this is going to unlock something new. And it's like, if you're anything, I feel a kismet with you, my fellow wolves, my fellow collective. I mean, this is coming in. This message is for me just as much as it is for you. And so I feel so much kismet with you because it's like, it's been pretty heavy, right? You've been going through it, right? And it's like this hawk is bringing something completely new. Now, I don't know where you are on the pendulum or the spectrum because, we all have varying ways that we express this. This is very individualized to each of us. But I can share from only my own perspective, okay? But like where I am right now, it's literally like everything is falling off. It is amazing that I don't feel as stressed as maybe I should. We've just had a rough year with our business. I lost my car recently in a flood. It's just all these losses and kind of feeling financially strapped, you know. But, and however, trying not to say but, however, what's super cool is I don't really feel super stressed. Now, a couple of years ago, oh my God, I think I'd be losing it. Now, does that mean I don't get stressed? No, because I was actually stressed out today. But what I'm trying to say is my heart, it's open to receive, and I feel the universe has my back. Okay? So, how can you tell that this is in balance? You're seeing clearly and intuitively. You're intuitively aware. When it's out of balance, you see too much and you're feeling suspicious. To bring into balance, how can we change the perspective? And that's what's so beautiful about the animal oracle coming up is the animals, they all have this beautiful wisdom. As you know, we do this on this channel, Animal Wisdom, and we're currently in the wisdom. If you find this now, whenever you find this, see what the current wisdom is. Right now, we're in the wisdom of the water buffalo. And so the water buffalo is kind of saying to us, like, we got this. It can hold its breath for 5 minutes underwater. It's feeling good. Okay. But what this particular water buffalo do is like it's really using its horns to loosen up the mud to allow things to rise to the top. And this includes the muck in that channel. Okay. So you've been doing a lot of clearing. All right. But it's time for you to step into the structure of power. And it feels so beautiful, my friends. It really, really does. One of the biggest things I want to remind you, I'm getting to remind you, is this moth. if you feel like you're pushing, pull back, go within, and ask yourself, should I be pushing this? Because it's all about pulling, okay? This is like a magnetization, okay? But if you're a part of this collective, most likely you've been feeling like it's never your time. You've been feeling like you don't have the stuff. You've been feeling like it's just not meant to be. And that's why your team has brought you here, is because you absolutely do have the stuff. And in fact, you have the stuff so much that in a lot of ways energies are trying to block you from it. That's how powerful you are. So let's get this structure of power. It is the first facet on this ladder that you're crawling on. Crawling. That doesn't sound right. Walking on. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move into that structure of creation for you. Okay? The structure of creation for you. Oh, this is so fertile for you. And you've got a lot of eyes on you. You've got people watching you. This is all about prosperity. This is feeling really good. I love this teal color because this is really showing like I feel your imagination is going to come alive. Hmm. Some of you will be writers, artists. Expression is going to become something, the form of expression, okay, is really what I'm feeling here, okay? Um, Now what's interesting is I'm not sure if this is a male peacock or a female peacock. But the male peacock, I think it is a male, actually. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me get within. Is this a masculine energy? No, this feels. It doesn't matter right now. It's not coming up that it matters. Okay, I'm just saying because the male peacocks they lose some feathers, so they lose something to gain something, and then it's like they're actually, um, that this is applicable. I feel it. Okay, as it resonates, it's going to be different for all of you, but this energy for especially for those of you that are going to work with crystals. Okay, I know I work in the crystal space. I work with the blueprint of crystals. Maybe you work with actual crystals. Maybe you use them in your healing modality. Maybe they guide you. Maybe they give you wisdom. Okay, lots of different ways. But peacocks, their feathers are actually literally made with crystals. So when they shake them, they're literally vibrating frequency. And this is exactly the beginning of what you do. Okay? The beginning of what you do. So, whatever it is, you deal with frequency. Now, typically, everybody thinks that that has to be music, sound. Now, it may be. Okay? It may be. However, everything has a frequency. Crystals have super high frequencies. So it could just be like for me, I work with these attunements. I know that it's a new healing modality. Maybe you'll feel guided to do this new healing modality. And what happens as a tuner, I consider myself a tuner. And what happens with that is the frequency tunes. It's like it tunes out all that doesn't serve. Okay. And so it's a different way to transmute. I'm not going to go super into it, but if you feel guided, watch what we're doing on this channel, and watch your relationship. I do feel like crystals or frequency is what this peacock is talking about, which is very prosperous for you. Okay. Um, so much grace in this gazelle. Sorry. So we've got this gazelle, and look at it knows it's part of the house of the rising sun. Oh my gosh. And it's just basking in that sun, feeling centered. The gazelle is usually on the run, but this one is like front and center. Yeah, what's up? Hey, Mary. What's up? 34:34 on the clock. So this gazelle, the gazelles always talk about grace. They're fast runners, beautiful jumpers. But look at this one is almost like in this yoga pose, feeling centered. And this is and this is what helps your structure of your creation is it helps you to have eyes on you because in a lot of ways you've wanted to be seen. In a lot of ways you've wanted to be seen or potentially heard. Okay? And it's like this gazelle is like so graceful. It's like, okay, you're being seen, I'm being heard, I'm feeling balanced, I'm feeling centered. Gorgeous. And as we're feeling balanced and centered, the creativity, it just flows in because we're not pushing things out. We're pulling this energy in and we're just ready to receive. This is the structure of creation for you. Look at the sea serpent coming in. Again, we have that beautiful iridescent. This is spirit coming in. It's like this is the tail end of this. You're going full circle. Wow, it just feels so divine. I see this evil eye in the middle, and you're so protected. You're so protected. And with this sea serpent, I definitely feel different energies here, okay? Um, and what I always feel with the sea serpent is finding that emotional balance. Finding that emotional balance. So I'm just going to throw it out there. If you feel called, okay, I put my email, angelinsight.net. Send me a message. I do have the Sacred Heart Healing. If you're feeling really anxious, go within and see. Go within and see and send me a message and we can set up a healing for that. Or we can do a one-on-one if you want. But it feels like, look at how close. We're so close. We're so close to the tail end of that. Okay, thank you, Mary, for the male bird. I believe the birds have beautiful feathers. Yes. Okay. I was feeling that masculine energy. Thank you. I definitely was. I feel the women, the women birds, the women birds, the peafowl. What are they called? Peacocks and peafowl, I think. But anyway, they're more of regular colored, right? Okay. So it's like, look at all this energy inside here. Look at all this transformation. Okay. And then that sea serpent, and then these lines. And those lines are also emanating, like I mean, look at it's just like they're emanating throughout your reading so far. Let me bring it down here. Let me bring it down here. So these lines, I'm going to turn it upside down. They're emanating all the way through right now. Okay. And it's just like, I love how this is lining up. It's like it's like front and center. We have our eyes on us. We shake something loose. And then we find this house of the rising sun. We receive, and it helps break up this energy inside and allows us to go full circle. And meanwhile, it's like these lines, they just feel really steady. Okay. That's what I'm feeling here. It feels really steady. Oh my gosh. And look at this last one, the deer. Wow. Okay. So then we have the deer here. So we have the steady eddy, and then the epitome of grace is the deer. We're going to read this. But what's coming for you? Are these colors speaking to you? Look at those ears. Okay, look at those ears. We're seeing that both here in your structure of creation. This is all about your feminine energy, friends. Okay, your feminine energy. And it's like something shakes loose on that masculine energy. It comes quickly. It comes quickly. Make sure that you're willing to go within. Okay, that seems really important. This message comes quickly. Go within. It allows you to shake something off, find that balance, transmute some of these energies, and then the deer. And it feels like, I mean, it just feels so beautiful. It really, really does. But let's see, because we're guided to read this particular card. What I love here is what I'm seeing front and center. Look at all that wisdom. You see all that white there? It just feels like that wisdom, and then that power, and then that turquoise again. It's like an expansion, this wisdom. It comes and expands that power, which reinforces your confidence, okay? Reinforces the steps that you're taking with grace. And, then it expands into that imagination. It reinforces. So that's what I'm feeling. It's like it goes out and it comes back in. And it just reinforces this beautiful grace, okay, which is what I keep hearing. Okay, this is definitely a doe. Okay, this is a feminine energy. Let's find it. Da, 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 da. Okay, here we go. We're in the right neighborhood. The elk, the lamb, the buffalo. Okay, hold on. Looking for the deer. Okay, so this is the energy of the earth coming in here. Okay. And I love how we have all the different elements. Look at this. We've got all the different elements. We've got the air, the earth, the fire, and the water. And this is spirit bringing in this transformation to the water, a transformation to the emotions. We have everything we need to create manifestation. Wow. And look at, I'm noticing it down here too. We've got the air. Okay, we've got more air, spirit coming in here, and then we've got the water. So we've got this water and air, and see, that's with that mental body. But here, this is that alchemy that's ready to happen. So interesting. When you bring all the elements together, that's what creates manifestation. Okay, so that's where that's kind of coming from. I'm sorry. Bear with me. I'm trying to find the deer page by page. Please forgive me. All right. Okay, here we go. I found it. Let's pull you back up. Loving, intuitive, and graceful. The mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but especially potent in new parents. And we said you're starting something new. You're birthing something new. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates a sense of grace that calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or a celebration of a new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When it's in balance, you're receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. Okay? And we want to keep this deer in balance, the energy of the deer. When it's out of balance, we're concerned, we're protective, and then sometimes overprotective. So to bring yourself back into balance, nature and being around children. So this is just a beautiful energy. It feels really amazing. And what it feels more than anything, friends, it feels like serenity. It feels extremely calming. And this is a much more opposite energy than we were feeling here at the beginning, right? It's like the octopus is like, I'm moving in all these different directions. You're feeling the pressure of that, right? And it's like you're trying to make things fit. You're pushing and pushing. And it's like you have the mental capacity. You're so solution focused. But how can we, in this power of structure of creation, how can we receive? How can we receive? Okay? How can we be still? How can we use our ears? How can we know that spirit has our back? And how can we know that we're being seen and that something is shaking loose? 44, 44 on the clock. Numbers are coming in. Remember to share your angel number, whatever one speaks to you. Let's go ahead and move into our final structure on top. Okay, we've had this weight coming off. We unlocked something within us. Going through this transformation, we unlock something within us. And as we do that, something new is coming in, something that has always been yours, always been yours. It's individualized, it's special, it's unique. And now we're going to talk about the structure of that manifestation and pulling that into into the here and now. Okay? Into the here and now. I will say it's interesting that my guides are leading me back. Um, for some of you, this is a birth. I'm being reminded I'm having my very first grandbaby in January, January 13th. We have our little gladiator, Leonidas, coming in to greet us. I don't know if I've shared that on this channel. But yes, I'm going to be a grandma. And it is my son Damon's first child, it's my first grandbaby. And my son is a stage 4 testicular cancer survivor, and he was supposed to not have children. So, why am I mentioning this? Is there a child coming in? I know, it's so awesome, you guys. I'm so excited. We had the baby shower a couple weeks ago, and we're just so excited. So, you know, when I read about that, like there's literally a baby coming into this family. What about you? Is there a baby? Is there a new child? An adoption? Is something, and this is what's resonating, what's jumping to the surface. Receive that. Receive that. Okay? Or maybe it's just like that's your mission is to work with children in some capacity. Okay? In some capacity. All right, let's move into the structure of manifestation. First card. You have been working hard. I feel this. I feel this. Thank you, Mary. We're so excited. Oh, and guess what? Jordan, we just found out today, she made it into that arts program, that Kappa program. So, yeah, we just got all kinds of good stuff going on here. You're feeling like you can barely make it to the finish line with what's added to your list, the expectations that are put on you for whatever reason. Holy moly, does this resonate? Okay. But the hummingbird medicine is everything that they need. It's all about sustenance and it's all about belief and sustenance. It's like it knows that it's going to make it. And that's what I was trying to express with you. It's like um in my current situation, I would be so stressed traditionally, but I just have this feeling, this knowing that everything that I need is coming. Yeah, congratulations, Jordan. Now, we are talking about manifestation. We are kind of like talking about what we're rooting in, and what's being highlighted here in this red is this throat chakra. And so, the throat chakra, the hummingbird, I definitely feel and have been feeling this entire time. This is all about your expression. Okay. So, it is maybe you're going to do a TED talk. Maybe you teach kids how to sing. Maybe you're going to write books. Okay. But there's this expression, and this is what's going to be rooting in for you. So be on the watch out for your intuitive sparks. Okay. This feels like it comes out of nowhere. It feels like it literally comes out of nowhere. Everything, everything, little thing is gonna be all right. Oh, I feel it too. Yeah, I know. It does feel like that. And it's like and it's like the hummingbird medicine, it teaches us so much that we can't really bottle it because it's individualized for all of us. But it feels especially those in this particular collective, okay? Because I keep mentioning this is a particular collective. When you find this, you're part of something bigger. And we're all very unique, but all very similar. And this is what this belief in yourself, this belief in your superpower, that it's all going to come together. I mean, it's just like this spark in the dark. I feel it so strongly. And look at that hum. Mm. It's like you make this noise, this pulse. Remember, I was talking about that frequency. So, this is all about the frequency that you put out. A change in your frequency changes your experiences because naturally, just how energy works, frequency matches frequency. Now, vibration is an important part of frequency, but vibrations can go up and down. They can, and not that frequency can't, okay? But frequency is a little, to me, it's the vibrations, they create that frequency, okay? And it's almost, I don't know why it's coming in like this, but like when you make more money, you go in a higher tax bracket. That's kind of how it's coming in for me, okay? And it's like once you're in that tax bracket, it's like you don't just fall through, okay? So that 369 Nikola Tesla, look at this. I saw this earlier and I knew this energy was coming in. I could feel it. I really, really could. The fire ants are here. So we've already got the air coming in. Look at with the hummingbird. So we've got the air coming in with the hummingbird and the sustenance. Now we got the fire coming in. And the air and the fire, they really create this inferno. They're building this passion within you. And what I love more than anything, the fire ants, the wisdom that they speak to me is so many, all of you who found this, whatever the purpose, whatever that trauma was in your ancestry, I feel like it's an ancestral, it could be, you could think of it as a curse, okay? But whatever this does, whatever it was, what we're changing is the foundation. Here we are in the root chakra. We've got the fire ants coming in. Now, if you know anything about fire ants, they're the red ones, right? And they can literally, like, they're pretty aggressive. But what's amazing is they come in and they clear the space and they let no other ants in. So this is what I'm feeling. There's this huge clearing, right? And we've got those colors, the yellow, the orange, and the red in the center. So this is what we're rooting in. We're rooting in, and it feels very ancestral. Okay, it really, really does. And what we're doing is we're changing that foundation. Now, this is what's coming up for the ants. I love this because the fire ant, I'm being reminded as I'm speaking to you, that the fire ants are one of the only ants that they can hold each other. Do you see in the center how they're coming together? Okay, like they're spreading out, but they can come together. The fire ants are so special and so unique. They literally can hold on to each other and they can create a raft during times of flooding. And this feels ominously huge for some reason as I'm mentioning this. As there's flooding, they hold on to each other to survive. And this just feels, I don't know, it just feels so magnificent. It really does. It creates this blaze with that hummingbird energy. And now the fire ants. Let's see what's next. The panther. Wow. Okay. So we've got this fire, this air, this fire, this huge fire going on. And then we're going to add more. And it's like, look at the panther sees with the eyes of that passion. And remember in the show and tell, I could feel penetration in the eyes going back to the throat. And look at how this is emanating into this particular oracle. Wow. So, this penetration through the eyes, maybe a shift in vision, new gifts coming in, being able to see in the dark is what this panther can do. Okay. And that's when this panther hunts. Pay attention to your dreams, friends. We're talking about the structure of manifestation. So, it's like even though you've felt that maybe you've been cursed, or wherever you are in the trajectory of what I'm trying to say with this ancestral, with this trauma, it's like you see clearly through it. And this is what's so magnificent and magical about you. You haven't let it thwart you off. And that's what allows you to step in such a brilliant mission. Now, remember, the lock and keys are sold out. Nobody can hold these keys. They are yours. They are yours. And they're for indoor use only. So, this is unlocking something within you that allows you to see through. So amazing. It really is. Can we get another egg here? Now we've got the black egg here. This feels really unique and special. A lot of times, you've probably heard a lot about the golden egg, right? I mean, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Do you have the golden ticket? Right? And it's like, as I have this golden egg here and this black egg here, this is really coming up with a certain energy, okay? With these two eggs together, it really feels, I can feel like this buzz of the bee, but this is not exactly what I mean by this is kind of a change in a mindset, okay? So some people, especially within this team. Okay, hold on, bear with me a moment. Something's coming through here. Within this team, you're individualized. This is what you've been going through. You're the black egg. You're about to crack open all that you've learned based on your shadows, right? And it's like this because you can see through the dark, because you've had the sustenance, because your foundation is changing and you can see through. This black egg is coming forward. I have no idea what this means. I cannot wait to look at it. Okay. But I love that in your reading here, if we go down, it's like tic tac toe, 3 in a row. We've got this golden egg, which is all about this set for prosperity, this tail end, this evil eye, this expansion in the emotional body, which allows this black egg to come. I cannot wait to read about it. So let's find out about it together. And this feels like it's not, it feels very unique, okay, is what I'm feeling here. But let's see what this author has to say. Look at, you've got so much of spirit showing up in your reading, guys. Okay, let's see. Sea serpent. Yeah, healing emotional wounds, expressing desires is the sea serpent. And I love this, you guys. Okay, I'm sorry that I'm getting a little like I'm not supposed to read this, but I want to let you know. The sea serpent is the second chakra. And if you look at my notes here, I'm going to pull you up for just a second. Do you see how it says sacral chakra? Because you're the house of the rising sun. So we're not starting with the root chakra in mind. We're starting with your power, your creation, and then manifestation. And you're meant to bring it on this plane. So I love that sea serpent for the person who wrote this oracle, it is the second chakra. Wow. That is so amazing. So I'm just going to read this little blurb. This is showing up in the chakra that is known as our center of creativity and desire is an associated with the water element. The name of this, Shwadhisthana, translates in her own abode, indicating that this chakra is the home of the Divine Mother or the Kundalini itself. Wow. All right. Let's keep going to that black egg. That was really cool. The golden egg. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so on par. The golden egg is the fourth chakra. Okay. So the Ananata is the home of the self and the soul. By bringing the mind into the center, we discover the portal to the most intimate and luminous space. It is said that our inner guide sits there in deep meditation waiting for us. And not and Anatta translates as unstruck sound. Wow. And literally showing up in the solar plexus, as I just showed you, solar plexus, sacral. So, what is this black egg speaking about? Let's read about it. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sound draws us in. Books draws us in. The concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet assessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. And I love this diagram that it shows. It is the epicenter. Now, the black egg and the fifth chakra. So, the fifth chakra is called the Vishuddha chakra. Now, this particular oracle does have an element of yoga to it, okay? So, the subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, at the Vishuddha chakra. If I'm saying this wrong, please don't kill me. The ancient sages saw this center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. Vishuddha translates to especially pure. The balance of the center is so important for all of us, but is especially essential, ready, for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. Wow. Spirit, you are coming in hardcore. I thank you for guiding this oracle. I thank you for showing the way. Those of you that found your way here, it's definitely giving you a direction about what's coming for you. This is your pure, this is where you're meant to be. So if you feel like what you've already come through, it doesn't, or you feel like you're pushing yourself. God, this resonates with me in so many ways, you guys. And I'm sure it will resonate with you. If you feel that it's pushing you in certain areas, we're talking about a new beginning for you. It feels super juicy. It is the structure of your power, your creation, and manifestation. This manifestation means that this is your baby. This is what you're meant to bring on this earth plane. You're meant to be writers, artists, musicians, speakers. You're meant to share your expression. You're literally rooting in. And it could be just about how you had the sustenance. It could be how you made it to the next flower. It could be how you changed your structure, how you held on to others and created that raft when it seemed like all was lost. It could be how you traversed and were able to see through the dark, to see through the void, to see what others couldn't assimilate. This feels so magical. What a difference. What a difference. And remember, it's not that we're saying this octopus is bad. It's just we're assessing the mental quality. And we're looking at when we build these structures, it's like that mental, we lose something that allows us to feel more centered, that relieves that anxiety, and it develops into what? Pure peace and serenity. Wow, thank you, Spirit. So beautiful. I want to go within. Is there anything else that you would like me to share? Okay, I'm getting a yes. Okay. So, show and tell? No. Show and do? No. Channeled message? All right. So, my team wants to leave one final channeled message for all of you who have found your way here. I'm ready to receive. Just when you thought all the doors were locked and closed shut to you, you realize just in the nick of time that all truly did have purpose. Allow this moment to fill your heart with joy, peace, and love. You have never, I feel emotional. You have never been alone. You have never been alone, my friends. You've just been walking in spaces and places to find out exactly who you are. I'm not sure where that hits you, but it just hits right here. Thank you for coming into this oracle. I'm getting ready to put little Missy to bed. We'll see you very soon. I know I have another oracle coming on Sunday, so I'm just going to throw that out there sometime on Sunday. I hope that you love this. This was such a stunning, beautiful message about your evolution. And I cannot wait to see how it resonates for you and what it means to you. Don't forget to share your angel number, 333 or 999. Put it in the comments for all of us. We'll talk to y'all soon. Catch you on the flip.